Greetings, everyone, boys and girls. This is James here speaking, and today is going to be my thought about the passing elderly young girls at the picture walk. So, this is going to be the hardest days I ever seen there my life. As we had to, I remember that where I was supposed to I meet her for before, and some kind of had to dissolutions of fever, this horrible disease and horrible years, the period. And I just got to be talk about these topics, my thought about the passing of the elderly young girls. And this was totally to be had a terrible things moments and a terrible moments with a horrible disease there. Um, they had to they went to the picture look to statement to be the hospital for a meeting. I was totally just with that. I went family went to the meeting room, and then also I followed by the families and was had the entire friend crew, and this include uncle this one, and we thought as with a doubt about have figure it. Doctors have resulted has a diagnosed with a common cold spread fever says with affected by mosquitoes bite them. Under her elderly the young girls, and she is stay about only 18 years old. And I do have a lot. I do have a lot of there as we believe here the watch there's the mosquitoes flies through the everywhere else that's of requirement to be have the sickness have a blood there have a go to check there, and with the statements to be by families and was the entire my friend crew. So I was totally have I was the hardest and saddest here had today here. I was just went to the yesterday to the went to the picture lock here at hospital meeting center. They thought about this talk about the elderly young girls. The doctors had the diagnosis were found out this includes mosquito bites of a fever have attracted the entire body for temperature. As a caused by headaches, as warm, it's too hot if it has the body temperature. And it also is a silent killers the disease and have to doesn't make them difficult to breathe them. And in fact that I was as a pretty as a doubted, and as have to are the effect is to be the part of it has of the body it's and it had to unable to find the pills that are unable to remove their disease and head to the body, and the families that didn't have to check the elderly young girls. Much it has to painfully as a broke off here have a functionally and the body was partly the fever. Much of the record to be, and it has says of fighting it to struggle by the disease, and of course has a lot of mosquitoes to everywhere else. And this was has a terrible moment and a horrible disease. It's one thing is mostly for 2019 is getting absolutely very bad things at all. And I'd like this better to have the healthiest today. And I tried to do my best, and I had to fight off the disease and I had to fighting with mosquitoes that eliminate all around here some mosquitoes. All we need to do have to stay away from the mosquitoes, have it stay safe and healthy, have to shoot them, have it down here, have this slap there to the mosquitoes, and as long as you have to be carefully just with that's a horrible disease. This might have had this so far. Elderly young girls has as much to living in entire their life. The saying there has at the Chompoli and the Batea, as a doctor goes have a statement to be this delusional fever. As a it just has very small of an end to the inside with the blood cells. And this was cowardly and it's a horrible thing to do after the disease. But I'm doing fine, and I'm doing has nothing happened my horrible disease. I try to legacy her, I try to remember her. All we have to is take the advances by elderly young girls having to take care of myself and to take care of ours a good families. This is my mom, my dad, my sister, my cousin, my little brother and sister, and either than like that. And my friendships, relationships to USA, Germany, Finnish, Swedish, and Japanese, something else. So I'll do have a remember to her, and take care of the healthy, and take care of the good strong, and to stay strong together, and watch out from disease and watch out the mosquitoes. So I did a jar for a favor, and hope you're around to get the past future development. As a someday. Take care.